at night before you go to bed. I tell my brother this all the time, right? I say, do those all the time, right? Not only does it strengthen. What's up, guys? Welcome back to EB&J. So today we're gonna give our friend Lincoln from What's Inside 5 tips on how to shoot better free throws. But with that being said, Dan also brought this thing known as the Qube. It's supposed to help you shoot better, so.
Yeah, I'm not endorsing this product. We just saw it on the internet and bought it.
The foam box, basically.
It's literally like a, you know, a foam roller? That's what it's made out of, like the styrofoam stuff. And I guess supposedly you're supposed to hold it some sort of way, but like show the basketball, like it doesn't, it's cute.
Supposedly this square, it's like what a caveman used to play basketball. But I think it may help based off of a problem that Lincoln has. So you can check out that video on our channel where we're gonna like totally test this thing out and stuff. But we gotta come and meet with the current best basketball player in the state of Utah. Top 25, top 30 in the entire country in the NCAA. I mean, so Lincoln needs some help with free throws, and I'm not a great teacher on that, so.
We'll see what we can do. We're gonna give him 5 tips on what he can do. All right, so I'm here with Lincoln, and obviously, what hand are you?
I'm left-handed.
Left-handed, so when you come to the free throw line, what are you thinking about when you're shooting a free throw?
But my foot, I would rather have on the nail because that nail is direct with the hoop.
So there's always a nail, no matter what gym you go to, there's always gonna be a nail in the free throw line right in the middle. So considering Lincoln is left-handed, left-footed, whatever, he's gonna take his left foot and put it right there. So let's see what Lincoln's shot looks like.
To the beach,
How many dribbles do you take every single time?
3.
So you have a routine. So that's one of the other things that help you with free throw shooting. You have a routine every single time you get there. Because when you get to the free throw line, you shouldn't be focused on how you're gonna dribble it or how you're gonna shoot it, because there's a crowd in the background. So every time you come to the free throw line, you need to be focused on the nail, have your routine. And one more thing that I do, I'm not saying I'm a good free throw shooter or anything. One thing that I do is I have a saying that I say every single time I go to the free throw line, right? Come up with the saying and having confidence and putting the time in. See, what do you think your saying should be when you go to the free throw line?
I'm going to make this.
Another thing I want to see is that when you shoot, do you shoot with 2 hands or 1 hand?
Sadly, I shoot with 2 hands.
So shooting with 2 hands is not a bad thing when you're younger. I actually did that until I injured my hand and I had to relearn how to shoot. But the proper way to shoot, obviously, is with 1 hand like this and 1 hand on the side. And we can actually try to use that Qube thing to see how it works. And this is the Qube with the Q, right? So the thing of this is you're supposed to be able to correct your shot.
You put your hand, it looked like you put it like that. But I think you just put your hand on it like that. That's the side that you put your hand on. What's your regular basketball shot? Let's see it. 2 hands, put your hands up like you're gonna shoot it.
Okay, let's try with the Qube. Now, so typically what you would do with the basketball, you would sit here, what do you do in your bedroom? You sit right here and do this, right? You sit right here, don't even use your other hand. So try to do that with the Qube. Just shoot it up, yep. Okay.
Regular basketball shot, you're like leaning like this. Like, you gotta think, like, if you're gonna shoot a basketball, you still do your legs and everything.
There you go. Okay, now let's see what it looks like when I do it, right? So I don't shoot with 2 hands. I shoot with one on the side. I bend down, and to Lincoln's defense, it's kind of awkward. You're used to holding a ball. You're holding a Qube now, trying to shoot it. So
yeah,
it's kind of awkward holding it, right? Yeah. So I think Lincoln should focus a lot on the follow through to get that spin. So all you people out there who watch basketball, you've been told by your coaches, lay down like this at night before you go to bed. I tell my brother this all the time, right? I say, do those all the time, right? Not only does it strengthen your arm, but it gets you used to shooting like that. My dad always told me also to practice left-handed, right? Never made my to shoot left-handed. Now, trying with this, it's still a little awkward, but Lincoln, you try. And it's gonna feel, when you're transitioning your shot, it's gonna feel awkward for a while. You're so used to shooting with 2 hands.
Move arm.
They say like you should be able to shoot the ball anywhere because you're not shooting with 2 hands, right? So I should be able to shoot it from here with 1 hand, right? I should have enough strength, right? Well, when you don't have enough strength when you're younger, you have to shoot with 2 hands, right? Yeah. So I want you to shoot this right here with 1 hand.
Basketball?
Yep, for basketball. But another great tip to do for warming up, not necessarily free throws, is what they make us do in college and when I was younger, is you always want to come in And they call it form shooting. So you go like this, and your goal is not even hit the rim. And what it does is train your mind to get that rhythm down before you go out there and start shooting threes. Because first thing, you want to get your mechanics down, right? Lincoln will begin to notice that his arms will get really tired because he's not using two hands anymore.
It already has.
It's tired, right? Yeah.
It would be 10 times more difficult to shoot a free throw with one hand than it is for what you're already doing. Because you see, by the way, you flick your wrist at the end, like you're shooting mostly with one hand. It's just, I think it's in your mind, you're just like, one hand, I'm only going.
This thumb right here is where it's hit your eye. So your left should thumb eye. Because Steph Curry, he shoots from here. They say if he wears the hat, that he'll hit his hat off because he shoots from his chest. He like goes like that.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna shoot with one hand, you can still start there and do what Eli said, like come up to the side and shoot it.
So think you can do it in parts, right? Until you get it. It's like, bam. You know you're right because your thumb is touching your eye. You're close to it. Yes. Align it up. Bam. Bam. Right. What they tell me? Put your hand in the cookie jar, right? So you're like this. You know, at grandma's house, you're trying to reach your hand in the cookie jar, right? That's how you follow through. So like this. Right? This hand's just sitting like this to make sure it doesn't fall over. Because technically, I can shoot like this. I can shoot like this all the time, right? But I can't shoot like that. If I'm running full speed, you need to stop and make sure the ball doesn't fall over. Just push with the left. All your power is just from your left. Way better.
Wow.
Felt tingles inside of happiness. It felt like, it looked like a basketball shot. If he continues, I mean, he's a good shooter. He can shoot. But what if we change it? Like, what if it's like, oh, he's a bad shooter now? Don't you think he would do nothing but become a better shooter?
Yeah, so basically, when he's shooting with two hands, he's learned, because I've done the same thing, I've learned how to shoot with two hands, right? But eventually when you're shooting with one hand, you can be way more consistent. And the time to get his shot off, like release-wise, with two hands like that, it takes a lot more time. Yeah. But with shooting with one hand, be more consistent and it'll take less time. So first you're gonna turn into a bad shooter for a little bit, and then you're gonna learn how to shoot, and then it's gonna go skyrocket. All right, so Lincoln, with free throw shooting, we tried to use the Qube. Wasn't that bad, it kind of helped. But what are some things that you learned that could help you be a better free throw shooter, or maybe even help you guys be a better free throw shooter?
There's a nail on almost every free throw line. I have learned that you want to just make it so you just use one hand and just practice that over and over again. You get in the rhythm of just having your feet like this when you're trying to shoot, but you want to have a good base so then you can shoot with one hand, but it's not just like you're just all scrunched together.
Another thing that I taught Lincoln was to be able to have confidence or have a saying. So what saying did you develop when you came to the line today?
I will make this.
I will make it. So it's a proactive statement.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like what are some of the NBA guys that, or some guys that, you know, like Jeff Hornacek, old school, he would always like rub his head. Karl Malone would always say something and it was something different. And it was like weird, he'd always be saying something. Jason Kidd, I think, would like blow a kiss every time. Yep.
So those were 5 tips to help Lincoln shoot his free throws better. Hopefully we can get, what are you shooting right now? 50, 60%?
I have no clue.
So hopefully we can get it to around 80%. If you like these tips and like these basketball videos, comment below on what else we should do next. Should we get Lincoln? Can you dunk yet?
No.
We're gonna teach Lincoln how to dunk in the next video.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be amazing. I'm just like.
So we're gonna work on some toe raises next time, but this is EB&J. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.
I keep it so fresh on the microphone. I like no interruption when the game is on. I like slam dunk to take me to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop.